What is going on, legends? It's your boy Crispy, and today we're going to be doing our first review on the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Destiny 2. If you do like this video, remember to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know if you do like this review in the comments. We'll do more of them. And I want to let you guys know I'm not a journalist of any kind of sorts. I'm just a guy who's been playing video games his whole life and has a good idea of what a good game should be and what it should look like. So let's get right into this. I also need to apologize for that face cam in the corner of the screen. I was more than positive I did not record it, but I guess I did. I don't know what happened there. My playthrough, at least, of Destiny has been going through on the Titan class, as you guys can see right now. I don't know why my Warlock from Destiny 1's there, but there I am. And yeah, when I first start off this review, I'm going to be splitting it up into Crucible as well as single player and the strikes and other missions like that. So the very first gameplay you're going to be seeing is in the Crucible. As you can see, Trials of 9 is going on right now. It goes on during the weekends. That's kind of like the new Trials of Osiris, something like that, competitive match. And that's probably where my first criticism of this game is going to start off. I should say that, first of all, I think that this game is a lot better than Destiny 2, like a lot of people are saying, but what I'm going to say is this is exactly what Destiny 1 should have been, and that's why I don't really feel like this is a sequel. I feel like it's almost like a patch. So I think of this as Destiny 1.5, like I think a lot of people are saying that, but that's honestly the truth. That's what I think of it as. One of the criticisms I have is the way that things are locked up in this game, like raids, Nightfall Strikes, and the Trials of 9. You know, when this game was gonna come out, I had a good understanding that you were gonna be able to do matchmaking with raids now, because before you had to have friends and you had to have, like, that sounds really sad, but I mean, you needed to have a good set of people who were all going to be playing on the same time, like during the same schedule. And so now I thought that matchmaking was going to play a good role in it, but matchmaking isn't here yet, or towards Nightfall Strikes or the Trials of 9. So as of right now, unless I have a lobby of 4, I'm not going to be able to play Trials of 9, which really sucks, because that's where all the gear is and that's what I really want to try out. But you know, we'll see what happens in the future. Right now we're playing a Crucible gameplay. I think it's pretty much the same stuff that happened in Destiny 1. You know, when I played the beta of Destiny 2, it really felt the same. It felt the same as Destiny 1. Nothing felt that different. You know, you almost couldn't tell that you were playing a different game. Other than the new maps, slightly like upgraded graphics and the guns and things like that, like other than that, it was kind of hard to tell that it was a different game. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because Crucible in Destiny 1 wasn't that bad, I thought. It's a little slower paced than any other kind of multiplayer that you play, you know, whether it's COD, whether it's Halo. It's definitely a slower paced game, but it does have its own unique way of being fun. So I really thought that was really cool that they kind of didn't change a whole lot. The HUD's a little different, as you can see, like up on the very top. It tells you the score, it tells you which players are dead at the time, and it tells you how much time's been going off right there. Look at that grenade toss. Really bad fail right there, guys. But overall, I thought it was pretty fun. You know, I definitely always have fun playing Crucible. I'm never bored. I'm never just doing it just to get challenges done. I'm always doing it because I genuinely think it's fun. All I can say is it's just not a whole lot different than Destiny 1. I haven't played a whole lot of the competitive mode that is available in the full game. I did play it a whole lot during the beta, but I just really was not a fan of it. It's kind of like if you played Call of Duty, it's search and destroy. If you played CSGO, that's exactly what it is. One team has to plant, the other team has to defend, everyone has one life. If you're a competitive player and you do like that whole kind of I only have one life, so I should do as much as I can with it, then yeah, you'll probably like it. Me personally, I just think it's even slower than what Destiny is already competitively, which is already kind of slow, but like I said, it does have its own unique way of being fun. The only thing is, I think when you slow that down even more, it kind of drags on a little bit. You kind of, you know, the games last longer and you don't feel like you're getting as much done as you are in, you know, regular kind of mode. As you see right now, I'm using the new subclass available for the Titan. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's pretty like a new fun way to switch on the hammer that you had back in the original Destiny, which is back, by the way. All the other subclasses are back from the original game, but right there, it's just a cool way of not only able, like, you're not only able to throw something, but you're always able to defend yourself too by covering yourself with the shield and blocking literally every shot that gets thrown at you. Right now, as you can see, the special ammo just got available, and I was just lucky enough to grab it. This is something I had a really big problem with. Originally, when Destiny 1 came out, if special ammo was dropping, only one person can grab it, and that's why it made everyone like just run to special ammo, camp it, and all those things. They ended up updating it so that once one person did get the special ammo, whoever was around the area at the time would also get special ammo, so it didn't just like exclude it to just one person. It didn't just make it so that one person get the ammo. For some odd reason, I don't know why, I thought that was a step forward, but then when this game came out, they made it so that only one person can get the power ammo again, and I thought that was kind of taking a step back, because I thought it was perfect the way it was before. It made it so that not everyone has it, but you know, at least a couple people can get it, whereas now only one person can get it, and it makes it so that everyone starts camping up the power ammo when it starts ticking down. And I think that's kind of ridiculous, and I think they should definitely, I mean, they can always update it, but I just thought that was kind of a step back, and it kind of made me frustrated when this game dropped. As you can see, that guy just totally messed me up and gets dropped right after that. But overall, I mean, there's not a whole lot of flaws, because I don't think there was a lot of flaws in the first Destiny. So I mean, I think that this one definitely wasn't an upgrade, but at the same time wasn't such a major upgrade that I think it's a totally different game. I definitely think it's nearly close to the same thing. But I mean, other than that, I don't have any big problems with it. I think it's a whole lot of fun. Okay, so right now you guys are going to be seeing me with some gameplay coming from one of the strikes that's available right now. This isn't the Nightfall, it's just a regular strike mode, and I'm going to be talking about not only like the strikes and, you know, the raids and stuff like that, but I'm also going to be talking about campaign in this gameplay. I have not completed the raid, but I have gotten pretty far in it, so I know the gist of it, and I think I have a good handle on what the gameplay is like. It's really no different than any of the other raids that were in the first game, which I think were just super fun, and they still are super fun. And definitely you have to have a full fire team if you want to complete one of those. But let's start off with the campaign. The campaign starts off with a kind of like a I don't know what to call it. It gives you like a summary pretty much of what happened in Destiny 1. And my problem with that is basically it gave you the same amount of details as if you were to play Destiny 1 the whole way through. And that is not a whole lot of details, and it almost made me feel like I wasted a whole lot of time playing Destiny 1, which kind of sucks. It basically just lets you know, hey, the darkness came, they started messing stuff up, the Traveler helped us. It gave you a whole rundown of what happened in Destiny 1, so that if you didn't play Destiny 1, you know what happens. Like I said, my problem with that was I felt like even if I didn't play Destiny 1, it was the exact, like, the summary was basically exactly what the game was, and it made me feel like I wasted so much time playing that game, because I mean, when you play Destiny 1, the campaign gave you little to no details of what was happening. There was no cutscenes, there was really no explanation of why you were doing what you're doing, and I thought that was kind of it doesn't harm this game at all, but I mean, it's just a little something that I think was pretty funny, and I kind of just I laughed it off. But this game decided to go a whole different route, and it wanted to be an actual campaign. There was a whole lot of those beautiful Destiny cinematics that I love. This game is amazing with cutscenes, and that's what it's definitely filled with, and it lets you have a little more context of why you're doing what you're doing, what's going on in the Destiny universe, and it lets you know pretty much why you need to take down this big bad guy, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of cool. It made me feel a little more, it made me feel like I had a little more purpose than I actually did in the first game, so I thought that was kind of a big step forward from the first game, and that's why I think it's a big improvement on the first game. Enemy wise, I was kind of let down. The bad guys in this game was the Red Faction, which is basically just a faction of the Cabal, which, I mean, you're basically just fighting the Cabal. Throughout the campaign, spoiler alert, by the way, I want to let you guys know there's spoilers in this review, but, throughout the campaign, you fight the Vex, you fight the Fallen, and eventually the Taken come back for some reason. Even though you destroyed the Taken King, the Fallen do come back, and their reveal was just not, like, it wasn't, when you saw them coming, it was supposed to be this kind of big moment, like, what are they doing here, this and that, but I was just kind of let down. I really wanted to fight some new enemies in this game, but there's definitely no new enemies at all. Other than those dogs that the Cabal have, there's no new enemies at all in this game. You fight the same enemy types throughout, like you did in Destiny 1, the Fallen, Vex, Cabal, the Fallen, and even the Hive. They even make their way into this campaign, and I just thought that was kind of a letdown. They used the same assets that they did back in the first game, and I thought they could have done a whole lot more with that. As you can see, there's these tanks, these new tanks and stuff like that, but I mean, in the end, they're the same enemies, It's the same as fighting one of those spider tanks, and it's really not that hard. But, even though that was kind of a letdown, it didn't, break the whole game for me in the end. If you have beaten the campaign, you do know at the end of the campaign, the Traveler ends up using this, like, wave of energy that goes out throughout the entire galaxy and all other galaxies. And it awakens like some enemy that are like in these triangle ships, and then they start like pointing towards our planet, and then they start coming this way. And it kind of wanted to show like, oh, DLC, make sure to get the expansion pack. I thought it was a funny way to kind of sell their expansion to plug it. But yeah, I'm really afraid when I saw that, because I was like, is this gonna be like, these are ships that we've never seen before, but at the same time I'm like, is this just gonna be another faction of Cabal? Is this going to be another faction of the Fallen, or is this going to be, I don't know, it just looked really weird, and I really hope that it's a new species of aliens, in all honesty. I want to fight some new people who do different things, because I'm tired of just fighting gigantic robots or big guys like this who are in Cabal armor, and they're really just nothing special. I want to fight something new and different. Now, if we're going to talk about the worlds and settings, this game is beautiful. I thought it looked amazing. I really wish I could like experience it on PC so that I can get that 4K experience. But it looks beautiful, nonetheless. I can't wait to play it on Xbox One X. See if it gets a little bump up in graphics. Weapon-wise, all the weapons, I mean, they have a new fun way of like adding grenade launchers and stuff like that, but they're really cool. I definitely thought it was an upgrade from the special weapons and stuff that we had back in Destiny 1. I can't wait to see what new exotics that we get. I've gotten a few exotics, in all honesty. Probably more exotics than I ever got in Destiny 1, which I can say I'm very proud of. You can fight ships now, as you can see right here. Overall, I mean, the campaign was super fun. I thought it was fun. It just gave me more detail, more context. Like, I can't wait till DLC comes out and I can get more of those cutscenes and just get that feeling of beating the campaign and like DLC and things like that. So I can't wait for that. Strikes, pretty much the exact same thing, other than new visuals and stuff like that, new bosses that you can fight. Strikes are exactly the same. Nightfall Strikes, I really wish that they added a matchmaking tool to that so I can play it, because it's like a timed strike, and there's no way I can beat that strike in under 15 minutes by myself. I'm not that good. But same thing with raids. The raid was super fun, puzzle finding, all that kind of stuff. And I thought I didn't fight the boss, obviously, but the puzzles and just the way you gotta get from room to room, I thought that was super cool, and I can't wait to finally beat that raid. Overall, Strikes, same. The raids, pretty much the same, just new places that you can go to, new visuals, new gear. And even the tower, like the tower looks different, but in the end, it's the same tower as it was before. But I think this was a great step forward. I just don't know if it was a giant step forward, and I don't know if it should be considered a sequel. I really feel like this is what Destiny 1 should have been, and I feel like it's almost indistinguishable from the first Destiny. So I don't know. I really hope that the new DLC ends up giving us more, just better stuff to look forward to. But yeah, guys, this is my review of Destiny 2. If you did like it, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't, please kill me in the comments. I do welcome it. There's going to be more reviews on this channel, as well as gameplay of Destiny 2. So remember to hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, I'm your boy Crispy. It has been lit. We are out.